We are live and direct. You like that? That's the type of victory we needed. But I'm up and down on this bitch, man. Before we even get into it, let me just tell you the emotions that these damn Bills put Bills fans such as myself into. You get us in this mode of there's no way we're gonna have a good year. You know what I mean? This is the official rebuild. McDermott's not saying it, but his actions are telling us different, right? You know what I'm saying? You're trying these new things and you're getting rid of players that you thought, you know what I'm saying? Like there's these things that just are odd, right? So we're preparing ourselves. The anticipation of having a good season lowered, our expectations lowered. So we don't really get too emotionally involved. Then he goes and does this. And it started last week. In the second half, defense steps up, shuts shit down, but it was just too little too late. So you wonder to yourself, if he does this all game long, just maybe we might be a better team than we've been putting out on TV, on national TV, going forward. But hear me out. We get to today's game and shit starts happening. Turnovers, sacks, you know what I'm saying? The ball's moving, first drive. You mean some key penalties helped us out. But first drive, we put up 7. Okay, maybe this is a fluke. Then we go up 10-0. Then we go up 17-0. And then it keeps rolling. Thanks, baby. Daddy's busy right now. You got to go upstairs, okay? Close. So, we're up 28-0. You know what I'm saying? And it kind of gives you the same impression that we had last week. All right, is it going to be the tale of two halves, right? Nah. We solidified it. We brought it to the Vikings on the road, and we take the W. But man, was this a fluke? Is what makes you wonder. Was this a fluke? Was this one of those things where the Vikings just thought, yo, we're gonna mop up these boys, man. They're coming to our home. We're gonna mop them up. Kirk Cousins is gonna be all over that. You like that? Not so much, my man, because we were all over that ass. Jerry Hughes was a wrecking crew. Even my man Murph got in there. Trent Murphy was getting around the corner creating problems. Matt Milano was creating problems. Trent Edmonds had 10 tackles. Yo, before I get myself all excited, let's break it down. By the way, I don't want to say congratulations. I want to say welcome to any of the fans of this channel that are watching, people that have not been to this page. Welcome. We've got 105 of y'all watching. So let's get into it, man. How did Josh Allen do? First of all, his name is no longer Josh Allen. Bump that. It's Air Allen. Yo, when you can hurdle a starting caliber, solid, I think it was an all-pro, but I'm not sure, Anthony Barr, when you can hurdle his punk ass and get it for the first down, and you pumped up and you sitting there, you striking for the first down, we might have one. We might have one in Allen, man. That's one thing I think a lot of people like, is that he gets fired up and, you know what I'm saying, he ain't ready to back down. You get punched in the mouth, you get back up and you start rolling. My man jumps in and hurdles. And even before the hurdle, my man stretches out for the touchdown with the ball in hand. Poster. Bro, what's going on with these Bills, man? So let me jump in real quick to let you know how these boys fared today. So Josh Allen with a QBR rating of 111. QB rating of 111 goes 15 for 22, 196 yards, 1 touchdown pass, and 2 rushing touchdowns. Bro, when you saw him, I don't know if I have my football. Oh, I do. When you saw this boy stretch over that goal line, the mitts on this man, there was no way that thing was getting jarred loose. Stretch it over, that's a TD. He accounted for 3 touchdowns today. Offensive player of the game goes to Josh Allen, most obviously. You know what I'm saying? 8.9 yards per pass. Think about this for a second. I think I saw him go 3 or 4 times down the field deep. Shame on freaking Kelvin Benjamin. That's number 1. Kelvin Benjamin, you're supposed to be the number 1 receiver on this team, but you acting like a subpar dude we just brought in that you're still getting to learn the damn playbook. Running lazy routes, not doing what you're supposed to be doing. Like, bro, you can't be dropping these silly, easy balls that he's giving you. He gave you one to the gut and you drop that. Son, I'm getting sick and tired of you, man. You know what I'm saying? And we've never had an opportunity to have a guy like Andre Holmes really display his skill. If Andre Holmes keeps getting opportunities, because I've been a hater on I don't want to call it a hater, but I've been critical on Andre Holmes. I always thought that, yo, this guy poses no importance to us. You got no importance to us. So, yo, either you show up or get the, yo, but he's a really good special teamer. Yeah, but we didn't bring you just for special teams. We brought you to be an offensive weapon. So if we can showcase him more and phase out Kelvin Benjamin, because clearly he doesn't want to be here. I don't know what his deal is. Yo, feed the damn man. Feed him. Because I've said it last week and I'll say it again. We need that receiver on this team that is the diva that says, give me the ball. None of these guys are coming up to me and showing me that they want the ball. We need that. Josh Allen needs that. So I can depend on your ass, you know what I mean, to catch the ball when I'm under duress. Right now, you think you can count on Kelvin Benjamin when the tough plays need to happen? No. He's showing you that right this second. I'm not even trying to hate. I'm just giving you guys what he's given us, which is not a whole lot. So that being said, Andre Holmes, I'd like to see a little more from you, because if you can help out 8.9 yards per and increase that, I'm telling you, man, Robert Foster, beautiful deep ball. You could not have asked for a better ball to be placed in your hands, and you drop it. Yo, you catch that? You're gone for 6. And right now we're celebrating Allen with that 70-yard bomb to you. Now, it's going to take some time, because I'm sure you guys need to work on that chemistry, because the word is they kept you so you can build that chemistry with the quarterback, and you can give us that deep threat. But you've got to connect. You've got to catch the ball. That is why we kept you on this damn team. Am I tripping? Y'all let me know if I'm tripping, man. Robert Foster, we kept you on the squad for this reason, man. You gotta catch those balls, man. Golly. So 8.9 yards per, 1 touchdown pass, 2 rushing touchdowns. Josh Allen, Allen gets the player of the game for me offensively. Now let's go to the receiving. Let's go to the rushing. Chris Ivory, admirable play today. You rushed for 56 yards, and those were 56 tough yards, because you only averaged like about 3 yards a carry. But those were tough yardage that you gained today, and it made you appreciate a running back that can go north-south. Not hating on Murphy, not hating on LaShawn McCoy at all, but we haven't had that. We need that guy that can go north-south. We haven't had that, since Carlos Williams or Mike Gillislee? You feel me? So to have a guy that can go north-south is nice, because you know you're going to get that tough yardage. And that boy is strong as hell, boy. And that's the reason we brought that man through. Murphy, 33 yards rushing. Chris Ivory, 56 yards rushing. Josh Allen, 39 yards rushing. Fellas, we rushed for 128 yards today, man. And we don't even have our main guy with us in LaShawn McCoy. So come next week, you know what I mean, with a team that is vulnerable in Green Bay, yo, I don't want to put my hopes up, because this is what the Bills do. They get your hopes up and they crush you. You know what I'm saying? My hopes right now were low. We got the win, which was a surprise upset win. We'll take it. But I don't want to get my hopes up. You know what I'm saying? I get my hopes up like I'm ready to, and then they poo-poo the bed. We don't want that. I'm fragile right now. I'm raw. You know what I'm saying? I'm a raw fan. I don't want to go through that right now. I really don't. Now let's go to the receiving crew. Kelvin Benjamin, 3 receptions for 29 yards with 3 drops. 2 were definitely, and 1 was questionable. So we had 2 drops. Let's just call it 2 drops. And they were crucial drops, man. We needed those catches from Benjamin so we can get that. That is concerning to me. Andre Holmes had 3 receptions for 29 yards. Chris Ivory had 3 receptions for 70 yards, and that was a big broken down play. And my man, if he had a little bit more wheels, man, he could have took that to the end zone. That would have gave him 2 passing touchdowns. But hey, Josh Allen, you did admirably well. Chris Ivory, 3 receptions. Jason Kroom had 1 reception for 26 yards and a touchdown. This team is bright, man. This team could have something brewing. And I don't know if it was I don't know what it is. Nobody can actually explain what it is. Maybe it's McDermott taking over second half and got things going. I don't know. But something is brewing on that defense, which is sparking something on the offense, right? Momentum is a hell of a bitch. And right now, momentum has swung to the side of the Bills defense, and now it's starting to percolate a little bit and get this offense going. And I promise once I get through all my stuff, I'm going to start reading some of your comments. So save some of them, and then I'll start reading them soon. Now, let's go to the other side. Let's keep it real. Let's keep it a buck. Kirk Cousins was under duress all game long. Did they make adjustments in the second half? Of course. That is the NFL. That is what you must do. But they didn't really do anything. All they did was dink and dunk. Don't you remember that was Kirk Cousins? That was his name. That was, oh, you know what I'm forgetting? My damn mic. So I apologize if my I'm not clear. And I apologize again. But anyway, Kirk Cousins, 40 completions for 55 attempts. 55 attempts and threw for 296 yards with a garbage touchdown at the end and threw an interception by Milano tiptoeing in my you know that track. If you guys don't know what that is, you guys know exactly what I'm talking about. When he tiptoed that ball right to him for the interception, I'm just saying he might as well put some Jordans on his feet and tiptoe interceptions all day. If you guys get that reference, give me a thumbs up or a heart or whatever. If you don't, you guys are corny. Anyway, Adam Thielen, 14 receptions. It was as if this guy was just sitting in the middle and just waiting just to get garbage receptions. 14 receptions, 105 yards. There's no point in me even bringing up the rest of the offense on the Vikings because nobody did shit because we shut shit down. Now, defense. Defense was a much improved group of men. I'm telling you right now, Edmonds, 10 tackles. Micah Hyde, 8 tackles. Milano, defensive player of the game, 8 tackles, a 4th fumble, 1 sack, 1 interception. That trifecta. Milano had himself a game today. And boy, did he ever. And that helped us out. That sparked us. That got us going. Teron Johnson, the rookie, 6 tackles. Boy, that boy can come in and lay lumber. Holy jumpers, man. But when he comes in, I don't know if he re-aggravated an injury, but he came in and laid the lumber and got hurt. But he came and stayed in the game and kept it going. Trey White, 4 tackles and shut everything down. Diggs did nothing. Man. I'm telling you, man, Trey White's special. That boy's a special dude, man. Bjorquez, even special teams was on this bitch. Bjorquez, 6 punts, 43.9 average with 5 punts inside the 20. Now that is what you want. We had 5. I think we had 2 of them inside the 10, maybe in the 5. So shout out to Bjorquez. Penalties, we still got to clean up. We were doing well in the first half, man. We had like 4 penalties for like 20 yards or something like that, something stupid. But then we became ourselves. You know what I'm saying? 12 for 84 yards. Yo, we got to cut that shit out, man. 3 of the penalties were freaking, what do you call offense? What am I trying to say here? Illegal formation. Yo, how are we having illegal formation with too many guys in the backfield? Yo, we got to get it together. O-line. Better job. Was the O-line much improved because Bodine was put in? Could it be Mr. Bodine came in and settled the line down and made sure everything was good? This is the problem when you have kids. They call you while you're busy, and I can hear her calling me, but she's got to be able to go upstairs. But anyway, Bjorquez handled it. 12 penalties for 84 yards. We had to clean up. 3rd down. This is where the problem lies. We did 4 for 13. That's not going to cut it. We've got to capitalize. On our 3rd downs. 4 for 13 is just not going to cut it. So if the score is much closer and we don't capitalize on that, we're in trouble. We are in trouble. Field position was very key for us in our victory today, kind of like the Chargers last game, because Chargers were just in our end zone like all day. We were turning the ball over. We just weren't playing well. It just wasn't working for us. So it's nice to have things fall on our side rather than the opposition. So that being said, defense played well. Guess who called the plays today? It wasn't McDermott. Leslie Frazier called the whole game. So I'm starting to wonder, after my man got relegated to the bench of play calling and McDermott took over, they must have had a conversation that says, yo, listen, man, this is how I want you to call the plays going forward. Stop this soft bullshit. We don't got no time for that. We need to get after the quarterback. Give our guys, our DBs, a chance. You know what I'm saying? Speaking of DBs, we brought in the new guy, Ryan Carter. Brought him in, cut him, brought him back, starts the game, and has a pretty decent game. I'm telling you, man. So Ryan Carter, shout out to Ryan Carter. He got hurt a little bit. I think he'll be all right, but he can come back. Momo says, Rico, can you, my boy, get a goddamn shout out one more time for this rhyme? I hear you, bro. I hear you. But yo, what? I think I got what I wanted to get out. A few things that I want to shout out. First of all, Ryan Leslie Frazier calling all the plays. It's like it was a complete different man. So can we get that Leslie Frazier going forward the whole year? Because if we do, we absolutely have an opportunity. We have a chance. Because if the defense is top notch and playing the way they played today against, I don't want to call the Vikings a top notch offense because I know what Kirk Cousins is about. When they were talking about Bills should bring in Kirk Cousins because, you know what I'm saying, Kirk is this, Kirk is that. I still remember the Kirk Cousins that does a lot of checkdowns. Will he play? Will he put some balls in some nice spots? 100%. But I remember more of the check down Kirk than the one that got, you know what I mean, almost like 90 million freaking guaranteed. That's not the guy that I was looking forward to. However, Leslie Frazier calling those plays is refreshing. You know what I'm saying? Dable getting the ball out. My man Pierre called this, man. He says, yo, we want to get a victory. We want to have some success. We want to make our quarterback, you know what I mean, relevant. Get the ball out of his hands. Get him doing some bubble screens. You know what I'm saying? Some slants, some little swing routes. Get the ball out of his hands. Get his mojo going. Once his mojo's going and he's confident and he's fired up, yo, he will go deep because quarterbacks like that, they don't tend to like to take the little short dump offs. They want to show off the guns, man. They want to show the guns off. And he did several times. So wait until he's comfortable enough with his receivers and he starts getting, you know what I'm saying, comfortable with, you know what I mean, checking down here and working on his touch passing, which he did admirably well today. He hit Charles Clay. All Charles had to do was leave his feet and dive. And you have that in the end zone. But it was good touch. Even the one across his body to Kelvin Benjamin. Nice touch. A little dangerous, but nice touch. He read rolling out. He hit Chris Ivory on that freaking 70-yard bomb or whatever, that's 55-yard pickup. You know what I'm saying? A nice touch. Typically, my man is looking to fire the ball in everywhere and anywhere. Can't do that. So it was nice to see him use touch and placement and to make sure things happen. So shout out to Josh Allen making things happen. Special teams played well. We're down in the ball. Anaya, upstairs, please. We down in the ball inside the 20, doing really good things. Yo, listen, all phases of the game came to play today. We just have to bring it against the damn, like we're on the road, man. We are on the road again. We're gonna be on the road again for quite some time. I think the stat was we don't play at home for another 40. We'll call it 40 days. Yo, we gotta become the road warriors. Is what we gotta become, because right now taking this W on the road has got to be boosting all the confidence in these men on this team. You don't normally go into a team that was ready to go to the Super Bowl, You know what I'm saying? A play away. And you come into their town, their home field, and you take care of business. The team that was supposed Las Vegas. Y'all gave us a little bit of motivation, I suppose, but y'all 16.5 underdog? 16? Bro, you gave those guys 2 touchdowns plus? That's a slap in the face. We had to come out. So shout out to anybody that bet on the Bills today, because y'all must have made some good coin. And suicide pools destroyed. I don't know how many people I know that picked the Vikings to just obliterate the Bills today. They are crying. We're laughing. We are laughing because right now everything got busted up. There's a whole bunch of games that happened today. You know what I mean? The Redskins being the damn Packers. You know what I'm saying? Bills upsetting and crushing the damn Vikings. It wasn't just a lucky win. We actually dominated them, man. We stopped them. They couldn't pass. You know what I'm saying? Garbage stats got my man up to 296 yards, but they couldn't pass. They couldn't rush. You know what I'm saying? Defense, you know what I mean, had a hard time kind of figuring out what Dable was going to do. We got a good game plan going. So you got to give credit to Dable, because I was going to tell you, man, I was going to be really hard on Dable. You have a rookie quarterback that you know that we drafted him 7th overall. So please do yourselves a favor. Stop trying to coddle the man. Get him plays that gets him comfortable and moving the ball and doing what he's got to do. And boom, Dable called a good play. boom, Leslie Frazier called a good game, and you got my man getting aggressive in McDermott throwing the flag. These refs, man, what was up with these refs, man? First of all, I think it was Rudolph. I think it was Rudolph that caught the ball in the end zone. Clearly a drop. They rushed through that shit. I don't know what they were thinking. This is what makes no sense to me. This is going to be revised. It has to be. The new thing that quarterbacks are doing nowadays that's considered a pass is when the guy comes on a jet sweep almost, you snap it and drop it in front of him. You put a little motion in front of him. They called that a fumble. That's an incomplete pass. Y'all tripping, NFL. Y'all got to fix these little refs that are calling some nonsense. And then Trey White comes in with a perfect form tackle, head to the side, shoulder into the dude. And that's 3rd and 5, and you're off the field. These guys call that roughing the and what's the play? Anyway? They give us a 15-yard flag for that bullshit. Yo, these refs are getting soft these days, man. And y'all trying to make the game soft. I hope none of these guys change up. Shout out to Raymond Humber that put the lick a grown man hit on Diggs on the sideline. Yo, anyway, I got my things out. I just want to share my initial thoughts on this game. 3 things that stood out to me. The coordinators came out to play. You know what I'm saying? Josh Allen established himself, you know what I mean, as a leader on this team. Offense, defense, crossing back and forth. You know what I'm saying? You see it. One thing I really liked, I always got on Tyrod Taylor for this. Every time that he go 3 and out, he go right to the sideline, sit on the bench, put a little Parker on, and just chill. No book in hand, no talking to nothing. Allen goes back to the bench, headphones on, hand in, you know what I'm saying, head in book, and just going through. All right, this is what you like to see that. That's the shit we want to see. Especially coming from a young buck. Yo, man, I'm telling you, that is the shout out. Shout out to everybody watching, around 157 of y'all. If I'm missing something, I'm going to start reading some of your comments now. So if you had a comment from before, you better put it in right now because I'm going to start reading some stuff. If you guys have not subscribed to the Buffalo Fanatics channel, and you guys are new to this channel, jump in and subscribe. Click that notification button because we are the livest page right now for Bills stuff, content. Everything is right here. Check this out. Lucas Malber says, good stuff, Rico. I appreciate that. Mr. Natural says, fins up. Yo. Let me take a second to get away from this for a second. The Dolphins are 3-0, folks. The Dolphins are 3-0. What's going on with that? Yo, shout out to the Dolphins right now because I don't think anybody took them serious, but the Dolphins are getting after it, man. Get the Dolphins fan out of here. Hey, man, we appreciate every fan coming through. Because they usually come here to shit on us. Now we have an opportunity to say, yo, shut the fuck up. We running shit right now. You know what I'm saying? We beat the Vikings. Feel me? So let me read some of your comments real quick. Armstrong Hyper says, what did you think about our defense personally? I thought our secondary was great. Good pressure on the quarterback. Everything, if you want success in this league, it's through the trenches, right? You need to put pressure in the trenches. Your defense comes in. Jerry Hughes comes in and making things happen. Kyle Williams, you feel me? Like that makes a difference because now our guys in the back end can do their job. When the quarterback has ample and oodles and noodles of time to do what he wants, it's hard to cover NFL receivers for 5, 6, 7 seconds. It's too hard to do that. So when you get on the quarterback, move him off his block, get him off, and get him uncomfortable, we are favored. We will do well. Let me see. Picking a random subscriber to win a wisp. Hey, listen, y'all want one of these wristbands? You know what I'm saying? We're going to be picking a random subscriber. You got to subscribe for you to even get these wristbands. Jump in, get these wristbands, man. They're dope. We actually gave out 100+ of them out when we went to the home game last time. So jump on these wristbands. These are dope, man. I'm not lying. Let me see. The Hoff says, what did you think about the O-line and trade McCoy or keep him? Ooh, that's a good question. Trade McCoy or keep him. Here was my thought. If we were going to truly rebuild and be a shit show and no good, do McCoy a favor. Respect, you know what I mean, his ability to still play in this league and trade him somewhere that he'll have success, and let's truly do the rebuild. But this win today throws everything off. It throws everything off. Now I don't know. Now I'm like, yo, fuck that. Keep that dude. Let us, you know what I'm saying? Let us establish something. You know what I'm saying? That we have our franchise quarterback. You know what I'm saying? We have LaShawn McCoy that still can play. And we just need some receivers. You feel me? So if we were taking the path of tanking, which I totally hate, then I'd say trade him and try to do what you got. But shit, this win today, it paints a different picture. Now we have until week 8. You know what I'm saying? We could go 1-7, going 1-6 going forward. So we may then make a decision by week 8. But that's just my opinion. O-line had a better game today. Not a lot of mistakes. A few false starts here and there. Newhouse, you bum. What are you doing? You come in off the bench to, you know what I mean, so we can establish the run, and then you go ahead and jump offside. Boy, you better get yourself on the bench, man. Craig Peacock says, what's going on with Kelvin Benjamin? I don't think anybody knows what's going on with Kelvin Benjamin. I don't think anybody knows. If you're going to be a guy that talks shit, you know what I'm saying, talking all that smack to your former quarterback, talking about, yo, you have no accuracy, how about you have no hands? You got hands of hooves, my man. You got no hands, you got hooves. Get your shit together. You don't catch the ball against your chest. You're 6'5", man. You should have mitts for hands. What the hell you catching the ball to your chest for? Man, shame on you. Shame on you. Havana SCP says, best move next offseason, let Benjamin walk, please. I said that before and I'll say it again. Let this dude walk, man. We're not paying this guy a damn cent, and we shouldn't. Hammered Biohazard says, even Zay did okay today. Everyone came to play. Zay had a catch today, man. Zay had a catch. We have to have at least one receiver show that he's hungry. Give me a diva receiver. I don't care what anybody tells me. No, we don't want no diva receiver. Yes, we do. At least give me one diva receiver, because that diva receiver tells me he gives a damn about putting up stats. But if he's putting up stats, that means we're doing well. That means we're winning. But if you have nobody that wants to step up as the man, yo, that's hella hard, man. You want a guy that says, I want my 6 catches, I want to get 100 yards, because he wants success for himself. If he has success for himself, he has success for the team, man. You know what I'm saying? It's up to the quarterback to make sure that he spreads the ball out. But you will always go to the guy that is your main guy, no matter what. You want to spread the ball out, but Drew Brees has his main guy. You know what I'm saying? And Thomas. That's his main guy. You feel me? But he will spread the ball as much as he can. But you always go to the guy that you know will get you plays, man. Telling you. Adam, we need a big man receiver. We have 2 big man receivers. We just need a receiver that is ready to make plays no matter what. Go up for the ball, go down into the middle, you know what I mean, catching screens. You know what I'm saying? We had that in Sammy Watkins. But who knows, man? After the first year for Sammy Watkins, it just kind of went bizarre. You feel me? It was like, I don't know. It's like he didn't want to be here. Who knows, man? Who knows? Carol French says, trade Benjamin. We should have gone after Josh Gordon. We're gonna find out how Josh Gordon does with the Patriots, man, because that makes me sick when I hear it. Armstrong Hyper says, did y'all like the Allen hurdle? Now that is athleticism. Listen, it's not Josh Allen anymore, fellas. Ladies, whoever's listening, it's Air Allen. That boy jumped up, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not Air Jordan no more, man. We replacing Air Jordan. It's Air Allen. Air Allen, boy. I'm telling you, that boy was, and it's not the first time he's done it. He's been doing that since Wyoming. You know what I'm saying? That's what kind of attracted me when I first heard my man Pierre and Bami put me on this Allen cat. I'm like, a white receiver with a white quarterback with a visor, and he's athletic and he's tall and he's got a cannon for an arm. I'm intrigued. You feel me? And then guess what? He's on the squad. I got to admit it though, I wasn't about that. I was like, yo, bring me my man from Louisville and Jackson. But hey, it is what it is, man. Boogie Nichols. I appreciate you, 199. I appreciate you. Yo, if you guys support the crew, you guys support Buffalo Fanatics, you support myself, and you like these type of productions that I'm giving y'all, yo, the man Boogie Nichols came through and showing love, man. So glad. I'm actually appreciative of your contribution. I appreciate it. Shout out to my man Boogie Nichols. Mike Rusher says, I don't want to butcher your name, man. I think Josh Allen is going to get himself killed with those jumps and dives. Got to learn to slide. I agree. I also agree with that. I mean, he was trying to stunt. He was stunting on him, right? So you gotta give him a little something. Sometimes it's just instincts. As a runner, you see a guy that's going real low, so you're like, nah, you're not about to upend me. So I'm gonna hurdle your ass. So next time, I'm sure Coach Cully was like, yo, enough of that garbage. You run, you slide, and that's how you got your little highlight. You're looking cute, but we need you, you know what I mean, for 10, 15 years going forward. Let's just chill on that whole jumping business. Is it going to be the last time he does it? Hell no, it's not. Because when it's in you, it's in you. You feel me? Yobia87 says, Jerry Hughes showed up today. Yo, Jerry Hughes showed up last game. And Jerry Hughes showed up today again. I hope this is the Jerry Hughes of 3 or 4 years ago when he was giving you 10 sacks a game. You feel me? At 10 sacks in the season. So Hughes, man, he showed up today for real. Noah Gatter says, do you believe Buffalo will make a move for Le'Veon Bell? Ooh, I don't know, bro. I don't know. It all depends on what we can finesse the Steelers for. And what are we doing with LaShawn McCoy? Like LaShawn and Le'Veon Bell in the same backfield? Yo, that's interesting. Unless we did a swap. We sent LaShawn McCoy to Pittsburgh, and then we took Le'Veon Bell. Maybe that could be a scenario. I don't know. I have no idea. I could not tell you. Let me see what we got. Let me see. Andrew Shaw says, let Allen play. He will materialize into a great quarterback. I think so, man. Chris C says, trade McCoy as soon as possible. Yikes. Y'all really want to get rid of LaShawn McCoy that bad? Armstrong says, do you think Green Bay will take us more seriously after that win? Every team should take every team seriously. Y'all remember the movie, man? Any given Sunday. Anything could happen on any Sunday. I'm telling you. It all depends, man. Y'all falling asleep on some team, and then one guy shows up, and then boom, turns to 7-0. 7-0 turns to 10. 10 turns to 17-0. Yo, now you're like, yo, pump the brakes. Let's take it easy now. So now you're playing catch up. Ray 33 OAC 2. Keep doing your thing. Yo, respect to Ray, man. I appreciate that. That's $2. Yo, man. This actually, let me just take a minute to appreciate this, because there's people that really appreciate the type of things that these creators like myself do. Take the time to kind of talk to y'all, take your questions, and do all these things in production, because it takes time, man, to really look up stuff and make sure you present it in a way with energy. Honestly, it's much appreciative, man. So Ray, I appreciate that, dog. I appreciate that real much. You said that's all that Blue Dyke. What is it? What's your name, man? Oh, Blue Down Crider says you said that's a tall task, but we did it, bro. Yeah, I said it was. It's a tall task to beat the Vikings, and it was, because they were favored. They were highly favored. It was a tall task to beat the Chargers last week too, and we were home, and we still I mean, if we had some breaks fall our way, we could have made it a game, but it was just too little, too late. Our defense just allowed too many points too early to for us to catch up. But yo, man, any given Sunday, man, that's true. True Gunner says, are you off Peterman D train? Oh, you're gonna call me out like that? Am I off the Peterman train? Y'all listen, man. Let me just put it this way. When I was calling for Peterman to start, he did it. So that's why none of y'all could talk shit, because I said he's gonna earn it. He's gonna do it through preseason. He's gonna show that he can do it, which he did. But the problem is, when the bright lights were on, my man fizzled. He fizzled, and you can't do that in the NFL, man. So that's what happened. So if I'm off the Peterman? Yeah, you just can't do it. You got your opportunity and you fumbled it. So it's a wrap. You got to take a seat. Your opportunity is gonna come at another time, maybe on another team, but it's not gonna happen anytime soon, man. Prospect Watcher says Teron Johnson tackled an open space well. Dude, Teron Johnson, there's a reason they brought that guy in, man. Good cover corner, and he's not afraid to get in the dirt and tackle. You got to respect a guy like him. You do. You really do. Thomas Banks says, Kroom. Jason Kroom's coming along. He's coming along. There's a reason they got rid of Nick O'Leary. Nick O'Leary's sitting on the practice squad right now in Miami. There's a reason they did it. Jason Kroom. If you guys don't know about Jason Kroom, he's a former receiver turned tight end. He's a big boy. He had to learn how to block. He had to learn how to get off the line from a 3-point stance. He had to learn how to do those things before he could do what he's doing now. Now that he's in his third year with us, we've been making him come along this whole time. So now the dividends are being paid. You know what I'm saying? The dividends are being paid right now. So if we could take more advantage of him on our squad and making things happen, why the F not? Yo, keep feeding the boy. Keep feeding the boy. And it seems like my man Air Allen is appreciative of a guy like Kroom. So why not? Get him the ball and let's make it happen, baby. Atagria says Leslie Frazier did much better with the play calling this week. I like that they are willing to help each other when our things are go wrong and short memory week. That's the NFL. That's sports. You F up, you got the next week to make things happen and to redeem yourself. So what I do appreciate about a guy like McDermott, he's the head coach. You know what I'm saying? If I have to use my specialty for us to ground ourselves and to get ourselves back into it, then I will do that. You feel me? So if my DC is not calling a good game, he can't see the game very well, I'm gonna take over. And then I'm gonna sit with him and say, kid, listen, this is what I did. This is what I saw. These are the strengths that we have on our team. Take advantage of them. Dial up the pressure. Trust your DBs. They'll make it happen. And maybe that's exactly what happened today. He's like, I'm gonna trust my head coach. My head coach is the one who brought me in here. I see his philosophy. Let me try it this way. Let me put my own spin on it. And maybe Leslie Frazier's back. You feel me? So the hot seat that he was on, it's now dialed down. I'm not saying he's completely off that hot seat, but the heat is now turned down to a 2. If they're now, you give me another performance, I'm gonna take the pot off the stove. You know, does that make sense to you? Take the pot off the stove and let you rest. You know what I'm saying? But don't let me put you back on that burner because I'm gonna turn that shit up. Turn that shit up. Nicholas Weinkopp says the Vontae Davis debacle I think inspired this team. Yo, Vontae Davis is a sucker, man. I'm just like, I tried to make sense of this whole situation and try to be compassionate to his, you know what I mean, his feelings and his thoughts. Yo, finish the goddamn game. That's it. And then you can tell coach, I'm not feeling it. Or don't bother going in the game in the first place. Yo, I'm off of that dude, man. I'm off of that. Andrew Shaw says, I agree with Ray. I'm in Dallas working at the barbershop. I'm in a fleet of, hold on. I'm a fleet in Dallas fans caller, so keep Buffalo news coming. Dallas better beat Seattle because listen, man. I apologize if I'm reading like I'm freaking grade 3 reading comprehension, but trying to see these things as they scroll up is kind of hard. But yeah, man, at the end of the day, there's gonna be a few teams that you think were supposed to be great, and then they come in and they're not. Look at the Raiders. We thought the Raiders were gonna be the shit. You know what I'm saying? Cooper, they got Derek Carr, they got the head coach, the $100 million man. Oh shit, the Raiders gonna be the shit. Get the fuck out of here, man. Raiders ain't doing nothing to me right now. Nothing. You know what I'm saying? The Hoss says, Josh Allen, what modern day pastime great does he remind you of? I couldn't even tell you. And I'm not gonna say Jim Kelly, because Jim Kelly was not as nearly as athletic as Josh Allen. So I can't really tell you who was a big athletic quarterback like that. I can't remember. I can't tell you that. Vontae Davis, I heard trying to sneak back into the locker room. Boy, he ain't sneaking nowhere. Nobody's gonna. You think Lorenzo Alexander's gonna let him step foot in that locker room? You think Kyle Williams is gonna let him step foot in that locker room? Boy, you better stop. Yeah, better stop. Cam Newton, yeah, he is. Cam Newton is more of a polished runner, a very polished runner. But he's like I don't want to call. I hate saying a poor man's Cam Newton. I don't want to say that. He's just you know what I mean. He's similar to Cam Newton. We'll put it that way. He's got the stature to be a Cam Newton. So 100%, I got you. Countdown to 4,400 subscribers. 36 to go. Countdown. Yo, subscribe, fellas, ladies. You know what I'm saying? We need 4,400. We're trying to get to that. But let's get to 40. Let's get to 4,400, man. Let's do it, man. Let's go, fellas. Let me see what we got. I'm just gonna read a few more, and I'm gonna get out of here. If you guys have questions, man, yo, flood the questions so I can see it. I'm trying to read as different questions as possible. Let me see what we got. Matt Milano had a great game. Yeah, man. Matt Milano, man, that guy was all over the place. Yo, you're forcing a fumble. You know what I'm saying? You're sacking the quarterback. You're intercepting the ball, which is you tiptoeing. You know what I'm saying? Yo, shout out to Milano, man. Shout out to Milano. Edmonds and Milano. Yo, could you imagine having Milano on one side, Edmonds on the other, and if we didn't get rid of Reggie Ragland? I'm just saying, man. Yo, that would be dope. Not that Edmonds is struggling at middle linebacker. He's still learning. 20-year-old kid. He's still learning the game, the ropes. But once he gets, you know what I mean? Once he gets to it, it's going to be a problem for people, man. It's going to be a problem. Once he can do what he wants to do, man. Bill Stampede, I appreciate the love. The Bills will have to beat the refs every game. Yo, the refs are going to try to hate on us, man. They're going to try to hate on the Bills. But sometimes, you know what I'm saying, you do enough to prevail. Is the playoff still a dead point? Never. Now, if we started off 0-3, you can then ask your question and say, is it a dead point? I'd be like, yeah, man, it's looking like a wrap. It's looking like a wrap. But the fact that we won today, and I don't want to get myself all hyped up because I'm bringing myself back down. It's one win. It's one win. I remember the Bills started the season 5-1 with Trent Edwards was leading the helm. Do you remember that? We said, whoa, we're going to the playoffs, boy. We nice. And then we ended up losing fucking 8-9 games straight. So a lot of times these wins don't mean nothing. It's 1 week at a time. That's the only way to really, really hold it down, man. 1 week at a time. Lucas Maliber says, you guys really want to pay Bell $16, $18 million a year? I don't think so. Here's the deal. I don't know if is he asking for $16 to $18 million a year? I don't know if he's asking for that. I think he's asking for like 15 to 16. Regardless, here's the deal. The way players have to be paid is this. Do you change the game? Are you a difference maker? Everyone knows that Bell is I personally think he's the best running back in this league right now. He blocks, he catches, he runs between the tackles, he runs outside the tackles. You can set him up as a wide receiver. The guy does it all, and he's only 26. He's 26 or 27. 26. He's only 26. So can you pay him for the next 3 years? You'll get 3 years worth. After that, once he hits 29, 30, you can then make your decision. That's just my thoughts. But it does bring up a valid point. Do you want to pay a running back 16, 17, 18 million dollars? Is he worth it to you enough? That's what it comes down to. We're going to find out, man. Somebody's going to pay because apparently the Steelers are ready to put him on the block. So somebody's going to pay. Don't know. Somebody's going to pay. We don't know who yet. Dominic says he don't want a 3-year contract. I think he just wants a guaranteed contract. I think what he wanted was a 3-year contract. But the Steelers are like, nah, we're gonna give you like a 4 or 5 or a long term, but we're only gonna pay you like 14, 15. He's like, nah, son, I need more. I want more guaranteed. I don't know. I don't really pay attention to anybody else, man. Yo, how about Air Allen though? Y'all feeling Air Allen? Are y'all feeling Air Allen? Because I feel it, man. That thing rolls off the tip, man. Air Allen, boy, let's go. John Patrick says we pay McCoy so won't be a problem to pay him for McDermott. But here's the deal: we pay McCoy $8 million. You want to go pay and double that to another running back at 16? Whether that's what he's asking for, I'm not sure yet. I don't know if anybody would actually agree with you on that one. Allen equals Vic, not quite, but we could get there. We could get there. T Midnight 7 says, I feel you, cuz. All right. Carson McKenna says, we need some Air Allen t-shirts. Listen, it's on the way. It's on the way, man. Don't you? Listen, I don't want to give out my ideas yet, but the crew, we're putting something together. So y'all asking for it. Y'all better be the ones asking and saying, yo, let me cop one. And then start copping them shirts, man. Because I'm telling you right now, that's gonna go wild. It's gonna buzz, and we're gonna do big things, man. Every game this season, we gotta get a first year ref. I mean, shit, it happens. It happens. They gotta learn somewhere. Lucas says receiver is a problem. We've been knowing that since since preseason. So nothing's changed. Nothing has changed. Do you think we could trade Kelvin Benjamin? We could, but like we'd be diminishing ourselves if we trade him because we just take away a big target. So I'm just saying, man. Yo, shout out to the chat, man. The chat right now is completely lit. Everybody's firing away questions, and I'm trying to catch up and trying to catch some good ones. Let me see what we got. Got to take advantage of Allen being on that rookie deal, 100%. Pierre, get Dez Bryant. Yo, Dez Bryant right now is sitting at home watching every single game. If we reach out and say, yo, Dez, did you like what you saw? You can be that number one guy right now because Kelvin Benjamin's sitting here like a little bitch not wanting to do anything. So you coming in might spark his ass, and we might make a run at this, man. You want to come to the AFC? You want to come to AFC East? I don't know, man. We'll find out. We're gonna find out. So I'm gonna take off, but I want to read at least 10 more questions before I take off. So if y'all gonna try to get some questions in, some real good ones, give me a tough one, man. Give me a tough one where I gotta really think about it. Let me see what we got. And by the way, after I shut things down, be sure to head to the actual YouTube page, subscribe, check out some of the other videos that have been posted by myself, Pierre, Akeem, the whole crew. We putting videos out there, man. Let's go. Ray says McLeod was don't matter whether. Okay, let me talk on McLeod. Ray McLeod came in looking like a boss. I don't know if you guys saw what he's wearing. He had the big long trench coat, had the hair all, you know what I'm saying, Jerry curled out from like the, you know what I'm saying, like late 80s to early 90s type thing. But anyway, check this out. My man had the punt waiting, and he let that shit bounce. You want to stay in this league? You want to stay as a punt returner? Do not let the ball bounce like that, please. Because you just gave this guy, you just made them completely flip the field. And you now make us start within our 10-yard line, that's a no-no. Offensively, we did well because we marched the ball up, and I think we even scored on the drive. But the point is, Ray, my little man, get underneath the goddamn ball. Get underneath it. That's why we pay you. That's why we pay you. What do you think we should do for trade? Right now, nothing. Nothing right yet because nothing really stands out. The O-line is still kind of gelling together. Bodine came in. I don't know if he sparked something today, but I don't know, man. We'll see. What changes do you foresee in the draft free agency, Rico? What changes do I foresee in the draft? Well, we obviously have to address two things. We have to address our O-line that is 100% fact. We want to keep Allen with a white jersey. We must address the O-line, and we must give him weapons. Defensively, we're decent right now. We're gonna fill our roles with free agency because we're gonna have $80+ million. So we're gonna bring in one star at least on defense, and we're going to protect him on the O-line and figure something out. Bean, I mean, some people were calling for his head. Should we trust Bean? Should we not trust Bean? That is the question. We're about to find out because right now he's doing some questionable things that make you say, what are you doing? So if you're making these weird moves, are we going to trust you to make these moves when we have $80 million? You know what I'm saying? Star Lotulelei. Some people are questioning Star Lotulelei. You gave him $50 million for what exactly? You know what I'm saying? I have to watch the game again to see what Star Lotulelei did. You know what I'm saying? Maybe he came out big today, but I will watch to find out what's really good. But some people are calling for Bean's head. You know what I'm saying? Big baller Bean. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if people really feeling that big baller Bean business now. But when we win, things start to kind of, to dissipate. People don't really think of it too much. We love Bean. You feel me? If we lose again, boy, Bean is going to be all up on the hot seat. I'll tell you that right now. Let me see what we got here. Andrew Gressuk says, keep up the good work, Rico. I'm definitely subscribing. I appreciate that. That's love. That's love right there. Dominic K says, hell no, you don't resign KB. I don't think so either, personally. Bush playing LB. How about that? Yeah, Bush was in the box today, man. Bush was in the box. We like to play with a lot of safety work, safety help. Think about it. We have Saron Neal. We have Reggie. I was going to call him Reggie Bush. We have Raphael Bush. And then we got Poyer and Hyde making things happen. So versatility. Versatility has always been the motto for a McDermott defense. You got to be able to play multiple positions and do well. So that is not new to me. Shaq Lawson was out today. Yes, he was. Let me see what we got. Does Kyle come back for one more year? I don't know, man. You know what? He may want to mentally, physically. That's a whole different ballgame, man. He's going to be 36 next year. Maybe 30. No, yeah, 36. Your body can only take so much in this game, man, especially when you give 100% and you're all. So that's what we think. That's what we do, man. Do you think we trade for a receiver? Maybe. Here's the thing. Here's the way McBean works. They like to go after guys that were stars at one point and they've kind of fizzled away. But what keeps them relevant and what keeps them in the league is where they got drafted or something they did one year that was amazing. You feel me? So if he trades for someone, he's going to be trading for somebody that has a somewhat of a big name, and then he'll lure them in. Corey Coleman being one of them. Drafted pretty high, was supposed to do big things, and fizzled away. So look for him to that's what Bean does. That's his motto. I'm catching on to his shit. He's giving us guys that had a name once in this league and trying to dupe us fans to think, all right, we really doing something, i.e. Vontae Davis. Vontae Davis was once a top corner in this league. We brought him in thinking that he was going to be the same guy. Retired. You feel me? So that's what it comes down to. I'm just going to read a few more and I'm out of here, fellas. Star doesn't show up in the stat sheet, but he has shut down the inside running lanes and is allowing our LBs to do what they do. That's why I don't want to shit on Star Lotulelei too hard. That's why I'm going to watch the film. I'm going to see what he does. And I think I might, some people like it that I've done it before where I kind of take the time to take clips from every game and every play and make you focus on one player and see what he's done. So I might do that with Star Lotulelei. So keep an eye out for that. Rico, remember the draft, how you were mad when we got Allen? Hell yeah. I was super mad. I was hella mad. And so was a lot of people. It wasn't that I was mad. I was more surprised because you had Josh Rosen, which was supposed to be the better pure passer, and then Josh Allen. So then when I'm like, oh, shoot, we're going Rosen. Oh, shit, we went Allen? Ooh, I don't know about that. But we're going to find out. We're going to find out how everybody's doing, man. Real talk. Let me get a couple more, and I'm going to be out of here. George Hill says, what do you think we can do to light a fire under Kelvin Benjamin's ass besides possibly signing Dez Bryant? Bench his ass. You want to get someone to play harder? You bench him and say, yo, when you're ready to step up and play and be like a man, then I'll put you back in. But you got to show me that in practice. That's what I do. That's how some people respond. You bench them. You take away shit that they love. And if for those that have kids, you want your kid to behave. I have kids. When they start misbehaving, guess what? Give me your pet shops. Give me your Shopkins. Give me your dolls. Give me all that stuff. You want to act out? You don't get to play with any of that stuff. Go do something else. Oh, they'll start behaving. When they want their thing back, then you give it back to them. So you like to play in the NFL, my man? You want to start in this league? Start showing me why you deserve to be the one receiver on this team. If not, sit your punk ass down, and I'm going to put somebody else in. It's that simple, man. That's the only way to do it. I got one more, and I'm gonna read one more, and I'm going to get out of here real quick. If you guys haven't liked this page, go ahead and like, subscribe, do all that good stuff. If you haven't followed us on all social media platforms, go ahead and hit us up on the Twitter, on the Facebook, on the Instagram. If you haven't followed your boy on the Twitter, I get busy on Twitter, so you can hit me up on RealRico_BF. So let me see what we got here. Oh, by the way, share this live feed, man. All you got to do is click that share button and get it out there. Let me see. One more. Let me see what we got. Let me see. Nicholas Weinkopf says, did you see McCoy on the sideline? Yes, I did. I did see McCoy was dapping up and slapping Josh Allen and getting all up. I don't know. The guy that says that he doesn't really like rookies, it shows that you kind of show him some love to the rook. So it is what it is, man. Let me see what we got. One last questions. Stop asking about Davis. Somebody says McCoy was our cheerleader today. Yeah, he was, man. Yes, he was. Jerry Hughes was great. Got to get rid of Rock Foster, catch him a deep ball. Foster just needs to get some. He just needs to get. I don't know what he needs to get, man. He just needs to catch a fucking ball, man. That's it. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you guys appreciate this live show. Thank you for rocking with me for 52 minutes. I appreciate that. Packer game prediction. Damn, you asked me for prediction for a game that hasn't even started yet? We don't know. Man, I can't do that. I'm not very good. Yo, my predictions are for game points and all that stuff. I'm way off. I can't, and I won't. Can't, won't. But here's what I will say. Matt Milano should now start pitching to try to get a deal with the Jordan, because the way that man tipped that ball to him, you know what I'm saying? If you put some Jordans on, tiptoeing on my Jordans, I'm just saying, Riff Raff. If you guys didn't know who I was talking about, Riff Raff, check out that song, Riff Raff, tiptoeing on my Jordans. That's exactly what you should do. Get that brand with Jordan, and we should do it up. Anyway, it's your boy. If you guys appreciate this, y'all know exactly what to do. Keep tuning in. Keep showing love. We'll keep putting some production out. I'm gonna get a pre-game preview for the Packers. I'm gonna look up some stuff that they got going. We're on the road again. Hopefully our Bills PR know their geography a little bit better and they get it down pat, because today was an epic fail. But y'all will get your shit together. If not, ask us to do it. We'll do it much better than you guys would. Anyway, it's your boy. And I'm gone.